that they're still creators after 13 years is because their content 13 years ago is not the same content now. Times have changed. Their opinions have changed. Yeah. Hello, this is Gavin Young.
Hi, my name is Jack Myers.
Hey, I'm Greg Carr II. We are
One
Mike
Trio.
Hello, everyone.
What is due?
So exciting. This is episode 10. Okay, so to start off this podcast, we just wanted to be like, it's episode 10.
Yep.
We're so excited. We finally made it. A lot of people were like, you guys aren't even going to make it to 10 episodes.
This is just
guess
a hobby.
What?
We did.
We did. We made it. Double digits. Double digits now.
Yeah.
We got it. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. And also, we wanted to celebrate this podcast so special because, sadly, Joe Hansen is not here today because he is sick. Was that my fault? Possibly. Probably. Odds are, yes. But it's okay. We have a amazing special guest. She did make her appearance 2 episodes ago.
Yay.
In episode 8, we have the Isabelle. She's back.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Izzy, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, okay. My name is Isabelle, and I am a friend of Gavin and Greg's, and Greg is surprised I called him a friend.
Whoa. Massive achievement.
But yeah, no, I am a theater worker, and so I'm mainly on the tech side, so I do a lot of construction. I'm mainly a stage manager, so right now I'm stage managing the show Gavin and Greg are in, Mary Poppins. So yeah, so that is going up soon, so I've been keeping busy, and right now I'm being their special guest in between building a set. So
Yes.
yeah,
A big set.
a
big
very
set.
big set.
Yes.
Correct.
Lots of pieces. I'm gonna go work on it right after this podcast.
Same.
It's a solid time right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think we should just slide on into our little fun fact, Greg.
You got it. Fun fact of the day, starring Greg Carr II.
Oh dear.
Oh, Greg Carr II. Wow. Okay.
He's getting professional now.
We're
We've made it to
getting
1-0.
We're getting very formal. Holy crap.
The hashtag symbol is technically called an octothorpe. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, the octo prefix refers to the 8 points on the popular symbol, but the thorpe remains a mystery. One theory claims that it comes from the Old English word for village, based on the idea that the symbol looks like a village surrounded by 8 fields.
That's all I'm going to call it now.
And just the octothorpe. Oh, you're gonna put an octothorpe?
Octothorpe, YOLO!
I'm
YOLO!
just going to be typing up a paper, and I'm just going to be like,
Octothorpe. Octothorpe.
My
OOTD.
next interview, I'm just going to slip that in.
On my resume now, it's gonna be like, I know what an octothorpe
Octothorpe
is.
Yes.
Special skills. Octothorpe knows what an octothorpe
I
is.
literally would look at that and I'd be like, tic-tac-toe. I'm like, hey. Now I have the actual technical name for it. Perfect.
Yep.
Pop off.
Octothorpes.
Oh my
Octothorpes.
lordy lord. Okay, well guys, guess what day it is?
What? What day is it, Gavin?
What
It
is
is
it?
National Ballet Day.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And as of people of performing and technical, ballet,
Yeah.
huge part of our lives.
It is a huge part of our lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
In
I've
fact,
done several shows with ballet. I've taken ballet classes. I love ballet.
Yeah.
the current role I'm playing makes me have to do ballet.
That is true.
Yes.
Mr. Nelius over here.
Oh, stop it.
Cornelius. Yeah.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
You're embarrassing me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes,
But-
I'm embarrassing you.
Yes,
Oh my
totally.
gosh.
But yes.
Yeah.
So, do we have any ballet stories we'd like to talk about?
Yes. For those of you who don't know, I'm a very avid ballet lover, even though I would say I'm pretty average for a ballet dancer. It's not my strongest suit, but I do love ballet. And First of all, shout out to Robert Poe and Rachel Bodie of Ballet 314. I absolutely love you guys and adore you.
Perfect.
And I'd say when I first discovered ballet was like, I'd say 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
When I did The Music Man.
Discovered ballet.
Yes. I mean, I've always been like a dancer, but I never actually like partook in ballet.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was this portion in The Music Man, the Marion the Librarian dance.
Yes.
I had no idea what I was doing at first because I was casted in that dance, and I was like, how do my arms go? How do I look flawless like all these other dancers? And our magnificent choreographer at the time, Miss Claire Ward, shout out to you. She was like, "Oh, this is ballet," and then she taught me all of like the ballet steps and motions and terminology, and I immediately fell in love with it. In fact, if the whole acting thing doesn't work out, I will probably be a dancer for sure. But I have some history on ballet.
Oh. See, I don't connect with ballet as much because jazz is my style. So.
Jazz is great. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I took ballet classes since I was 3 years old until high school. So ballet was a huge part of my life.
Pop up over
Really?
here, Miss Dancer.
Yeah.
Dancer?
No, I danced like ever since I was 3 until high school, and then I continued a little bit in college, but I really switched fields from like performance to tech in college because I had in a show in high school, I had I fell on my knee and it essentially ruined my knee, and I couldn't dance anymore. And so I really don't dance much anymore now. I would say tap was I took tap for 10 years, so tap is my strongest suit, and that's what I continued in college. But I was in college dancing in pain, and then that's kind of when I knew that even though I was part of me wanted to be a performer, it helped me realize that I have other skills and I can still do theater with those other skills, and I ended up being so much happier doing tech than performance stuff. But ballet was a huge part of my life. I was homeschooled my whole life, so that was me and my older sister's extracurricular. So we would do performing arts classes.
It would get you out there.
Wow.
Yes, so I did dance for many years, and so did my older sister. Have been in several ballets. But yeah, so ballet is close to my heart, but tap definitely reigns supreme. So tap, I can still dance and stuff, but I'm just obviously not. This one knee is just a stickler.
It really said, "I'm gonna fuck up your life now."
Well, it was in a show. It was in a tap heavy show. I was in Thoroughly Modern Millie, and
What? Who did you play?
I hate you. I played Millie.
Oh my gosh, guys, we have a celebrity on the show. Oh my gosh.
No.
She played you played the titular character.
I hate you.
Izzy, I never
You
knew
played
that.
thoroughly.
You played thoroughly?
Yes. How did you
Wow.
know?
I had
That's a dream role of mine.
Thoroughly?
Yes.
Thoroughly is a great role. 10 out of 10 recommend.
Oh my god.
So it's obviously a tap dance heavy show, and so I had already taken tap for many years, so I was fine with it, but it was such a huge set that when I had to go backstage to do a quick change, there was a rolling platform there, and I tripped over it, and there was a hole, and I fell straight into the concrete with my knee. And then my whole body went up against the rest of the flat and stuff, and this was at the end of act 2 on the first dress rehearsal.
Oh my God.
And so I walked on for the rest of the dress rehearsal with an ice pack on my knee, and it was so funny because I was with Nathaniel, who used to be a student at VU. He played Jimmy, which is the opposite of Millie.
Yep.
Yes.
And he was just I heard you fell, but I didn't realize it was that serious as I'm holding an ice pack for the rest of the show. So then the next day we did a dress rehearsal, and I wore a knee brace, so all of our production pictures I'm wearing a knee brace. So, and then I went without the knee brace for the rest of the performances.
Right.
And then essentially that, like, when you think of tap dancing is very harsh on the joints. So, doing that and then not taking care of it is really what ruined it. Because I continued private tap lessons, and then eventually in a year I had to quit.
Yeah.
So.
And like with tapping, you have to be bent.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your knees
You
and
have to be
ankles
very
loose.
mounted.
Yeah.
So having a messed up knee.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that show had to have been fun.
Oh yeah, it has great memories. Well, the funny thing is, in college, I did Thoroughly Modern Millie again.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I was in the ensemble for it, just because I had a lot of tap experience, and that was also the show that made me decide that I don't want to perform anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it the pain behind it, or was it just like, okay?
It was a 2-show day, and
Tout doche,
a tout doche.
These theater people call it.
And I was in the bathroom wrapping my knee, and I called my mom crying, being like, I don't know if I can even go on the stage. Like, I'm in so much pain. And I obviously was able to do it and made it happen, but like that show really like showed me that yes, I could continue doing this, but without, like, there would be consequences.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of like, that show was my mourning period of letting go of performing. So.
Have you ever thought about, I know like musicals are the ones that do the most of the dancing. There are some plays that like have the choreography. Have you ever thought about just doing play work or like
straight play.
film work that doesn't deal with like the music and stuff?
I did, but it was really, honestly, dancing was one of the reasons I loved performing. And so with all that, I was like, well, I really I think it was like at that point I had found enjoyment in like playing, like being a stage manager and finding ways of like pursuing performance through stage management.
Okay.
And so I felt more content with that than continuing other things. I also had like other issues with like just the way, when it comes to, just from my knowledge and what I've learned, plays can be very meticulous, and like when it comes to like intimacy and women in plays can be very harsh, and I also wasn't in a place at that time in my life that I was okay with putting myself in possible predicaments.
Okay.
So I was like, I'll just stick with stage management, and I'm very, very happy I did. So I'm very content with my life, and Gavin constantly is like, Isabelle, are you coming out of retirement?
I'm just gonna wait. 5 years from now, I'm gonna get a text message and she'll be like, I'm doing a play. I'm like, what play are you stage managing? No, Gavin, I'm in it. I'm in it. And I'm like,
Drop everything.
what?
We're going right
I'm gonna be like in Chicago, and I'm just gonna be like, where? And you're gonna be like, it's in St. Louis. I'll be there tomorrow. You tell me every day, I'll be there every show. You're like, it's a 6-month contract. I'll be like, I don't care. I'll be there every day. I'll drop everything. Kick me out of my show.
Oh my gosh. No, there's like a few shows, like a few musicals that I would like break my, what is it called? My retirement.
You're
for.
retired. Yep.
Yeah, and that would be Fiddler on the Roof, play
Oi.
Hava.
Oi.
I've done that show twice.
I want to be Hava
Lucky.
so bad. And then one would be Hadestown to play Eurydice.
Oh.
And then one would be what's the other one I want to do? There was one more. I think it's.
Would you do Godspell?
I would do Godspell. Godspell would be fun. I want to direct Godspell. I don't want to be in it.
It's such an interesting
show.
show.
Godspell.
Yeah.
I think it was Anastasia. I think I would want to be Anastasia.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the other one I would very much enjoy. But
Okay.
but yeah, so obviously I've had my own journey with performing and ballet and stuff, but
Yeah.
I am very content going to the Fox and critiquing the whole show and
Goodness gracious.
I
walking
think,
away
like,
with notes, because
But,
that's
like,
what a stage manager
exactly.
does.
Well, and like as theater artists, we're always gonna see art, and we're all gonna have our own opinion on it.
Yes.
I love going and seeing professional shows and being
Oh,
like,
yes.
I just wouldn't make that choice.
Right.
But I'm also
Yes.
like, people go see our shows and they're like,
they do the same thing.
I don't
Yes,
wouldn't
they
make
do.
that choice.
And it's like, I think that's the beauty of theater, because you have to understand that you can have an intent on like this is what I want the audience leaving thinking, but you cannot control people's minds.
Exactly.
And I think the sooner you learn that as an artist and stop getting offended by like critiques and stuff, and like if you know you're putting your best effort in, like that is what matters.
Exactly.
And I think I feel like everyone, especially in college, is like one of the hardest things, especially when it comes to like your peers and getting roles and all this stuff. I feel like it is one of the things that I hope majority of the students at MBU like leave knowing that they know who they are as a person, and that they no matter what the casting choices was, they got their experience and they did it the best they could.
Exactly.
And that is what matters, because that's what makes you an artist, is believing in yourself, not others believing in you. And I think that's what lacks a lot in performers. A lot of people don't believe in themselves. And they use the audience to believe in them as their acceptance. And that is not healthy or good, and that's not the point of performance. So, but yeah, no, I'm always a huge critiquer, because A, stage managers are supposed to do that.
Exactly.
And B, it's like also I also like to think of the depth of like, did the director tell them to do that? Is that something they made? Is this something that was changed throughout the production? Is it different if this person did it? You know, all these different things. You also don't know what that person goes through in a day. What if they just got a terrible call right before they went on to perform? Like, no matter how good of an actor you are, you're gonna get influenced by the world, and it's gonna affect your performance. Like, there is no changing that. And if it doesn't affect you, then you're a sociopath. Straightforward, you really don't feel emotions.
You could be in the wrong field, or you could be in the best field ever.
I mean, honestly, sociopaths make the best performers.
That is true.
Because they are so good at mimicking emotions. They're literally acting every single day of their life.
Yeah.
And it's creepy. Because, fun fact, there is, out of 10 people you know, one of them is a sociopath.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Out of 10 people. I was obsessed with sociopaths in college, and I had specific classmates that I was literally convinced were sociopaths.
Oh my god.
She'd be sitting in class and be like marking down notes and everything. Be like, oh, they did this today.
So I was literally doing production, and I was sitting with my ASM, and I convinced her to watch, because this was around the time that is his name Shane Dawson?
And Jeffree Star?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
it was before them. It was when Shane Dawson was doing a docu-series on Jake Paul and whether or not he was a sociopath. So
I watch all these shows.
Yes, I was literally watching those, and I was so being because he talked to literal professionals about sociopaths and the signs of them and all this stuff, and I was so into it. I convinced my ASM to also watch all of them, and then we sat there in rehearsals, because it was just like a 3-person play, and they just 3 pages later, crosses to upstage, so it wasn't crazy. We didn't have stuff to do, so we just sat there and talked about, we made a list of all the students in the theater program that we could possibly be sociopaths.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's 1 in 10 people, so we took the amount, and we're all right, 1 in 10, and we're so here's our thoughts, and then it was a great time.
So who's 1 out of 10?
There was, in my class, there was 2 potential people.
Okay.
I have changed my mind about one of them now that I have left college.
Okay.
I don't think they're a sociopath anymore. And then in her class, she only had 1, and she was a freshman.
Okay.
And so we really knew them then. But
I'm not gonna lie. I think in my class, we have 1.
you have 1 in mind.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Wait.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know you all well enough to know.
Wait.
Read each other's minds.
Which class are you talking
Our
about?
class.
Our class?
Senior
Yeah.
class?
Oh, we're on the same page.
Oh,
The same person?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm
would
pretty
assume
sure.
so.
Okay, I'm
Come
pretty
on.
sure I know who it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, 100%. There's somebody
it's-
in my class. I know exactly who it is,
Yep.
100%. If they are not,
That
I would be shocked.
red flag.
But it's like, also, it's like, people get confused psychopath and sociopath.
Yes.
Sociopath is just someone who mimics emotions to get what they want.
Yeah, because they don't have that feeling. The
Yes,
empathy
it doesn't,
of it.
Yes, they don't have empathy.
Yes.
Where psychopath is someone that's mentally ill.
Exactly.
And uses things to create and feel emotions.
Right.
When I worked at Chick-fil-A, I worked with a sociopath, and he literally just like straight up told me, he was like, yeah, I just like don't get emotion. Like I don't understand how people feel, so like I just kind of like do what they do. Like if something, because like I was talking to him, and he straight up, he was just like, I was like, so like when you're happy, are you like actually, he was like, I mean like I get the joy of it, like I can see the feeling, like I understand what makes me like want to keep doing something, but he was just like,
Right.
I don't get that like deep feeling of like, oh my god, like he doesn't like get that excitement. He just gets, he's just like, this seems fun. Like that's literally how he went, and I was like, huh? I was like, I can't. I was like, sometimes I was like, maybe I'm a sociopath. And then I think about it, I was like, I could, nope. I was like, I have too much empathy for so many things, and I have too much emotion on some topics.
No,
Gavin, there's no way you're a sociopath.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, absolutely
None of
not.
us. None of us are
No,
sociopaths.
no.
Because like you two are both very empathetic people, and I'm
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
if I see someone cry, I'm gonna start crying
Yes.
because I
Okay.
literally start feeling their emotions instantly. I hate it, but that's
Yes.
my life.
We're both empaths. It's
yes,
fine.
it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, no, I just thought that was I always, that whole series with like Shane Dawson and Jake Paul was so interesting. I hate Jake Paul. I hate him.
Oh, I
He's
hate him.
an
Yeah.
awful human being. And
I don't like
use
any
the,
of them.
that.
I don't think any of them.
Well, I don't use the word. I try not to use the word hate
Yes.
because like I feel like dislike and
Yes.
hate are very different things.
Yes.
But I literally hate Jake Paul.
I think him and his brother are so toxic in a social media
Yes.
sense,
Yes.
but also so toxic in the fact that they're like, well, now we're not even like YouTubers, so we're gonna be professional wrestlers. I'm like, are you
my gosh.
joking right now? Nobody cares. Not a
Logan-
single person cares.
I feel like Logan kind of redeemed himself a little
okay.
bit because he like apologized and he's
Yes.
like actually putting use because
Effort,
do
yeah.
you know what he did?
Yeah,
The
the
Force?
scandal
Yeah,
of
the
the Force.
Force.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. Oh, 100%.
I actually watched the original vlog.
I wanted to.
No, it was I had no idea what it was gonna be after, but like I watched the original vlog. It was only up for like 30 minutes. The vlog was.
Yeah.
Dang.
And
I wanted to
got
see it
take
so
down.
bad.
It was.
No, it was.
It wasn't. It didn't show anything like disturbing or anything. It was just like
It was just-
addressed and talked about.
Yeah.
Oh,
like-
I thought it was in the background.
It was
It
a
was.
little bit, but you could barely see it.
Okay, but you couldn't like you could only tell what it was because you could like you understood
Stood,
what
yeah,
and
the
you were
area
paying
was.
attention.
Yes,
Right.
if you were like really
If you were
there.
really-
There,
Yes.
yes. But I also was like, what we saw was nothing worse than like Tarzan. What happened on Tarzan?
True.
I mean, not to
Right.
like say, not to like dismiss what he was doing, but that's like
Yeah.
as much as you saw.
It was like it went through his entire editing team and they still
And they
kept
and
still
then that
kept
was
it.
the issue.
Yes,
I had with
I think it
Right.
should have been like he would not have gotten into the scandal if he literally clipped that entire like segment of it and then
Exactly.
talked about it after.
being
Yes.
like, so here's why so much of the vlog is missing.
Yes.
This is what happened.
Yes.
And he expressed the story and what he did to make it better.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
it's like, he didn't do that. He
No.
kept it in and all this stuff. Also, I'm like, who the heck did he hire to be like, let's keep
Exactly.
this in?
What?
I edit these and I like sit there and I'm like, what can I keep and what can I should not keep to make it look like we're still
Exactly.
good.
Yeah, so I was like, also during that era, you had like the Hype House, and that's what Jake is doing, and like all the people, and then there was a whole drama with the Hype House.
Yeah,
It's
Team
just
10 and all that.
Team 10.
And oh my god.
No, and like I just like think that entire era has like breeded what now freshmen in high school and like just all the high school is so toxic. It's because they grew up with Team 10. I grew up with Team 10.
And
Yeah.
now we got Andrew Tate.
And now we got Andrew Tate, we got
Oy.
Joe Rogan is still a person. That's
Joe. Oh
well,
my
it's like,
gosh.
who-
It's just-
there's so many people that are like recoming, like Gabby Hanna. Don't even get me started on her.
Bruh.
She just like we're going through it.
Bro.
I I don't care. We're finishing this podcast.
No, it's
this
fine.
vacuum has gone on 3 times. Oh, and then it's gonna start in 5
Yeah, okay,
seconds.
fine.
Yep.
But it's like, Gabby Hanna's on TikTok making everyone crazy.
And gaslighting them?
Yes. It's just, I mean, these people built the reason for a need, people felt a need for, what's it called? Cancel culture.
Yes.
Yeah, cancel culture.
And I
is
hate cancel
toxic.
culture.
Me too.
Because I think cancel culture leaves no room for forgiveness,
No,
Yes.
redemption.
yeah.
And I think
Exactly.
everyone deserves forgiveness and redemption. And I hate that that's what is created and that's what we live in now.
There's that word.
There's like
again.
a very
What, hate it?
hate.
Yeah, but I do
Yeah.
hate it. I do. I
Yeah.
hate cancel culture.
well, and like there's like a few situations that I can be like, that person should not be in the public
Yes.
eye anymore.
Yes.
Like we should get them off.
Yes.
But then there's like people like there was Jenna Marbles. There is a few other people that I was like, but like we see their content now is different than their content 11 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yes.
That's a point that they're still creators after 13 years is because their content 13 years ago is not the same content now.
Yeah.
Times have changed. Their opinions have changed.
Yes.
And it's like one of those things that a lot of the things that people are getting canceled for are things that they did. Like, don't get me wrong, like dumbass people doing stuff at 18 years old that everybody's like, you're not getting into college because of that. And then they get persecuted for it when they're 30.
Yeah.
Well,
I just
Yeah.
think that that's insane to me.
Yeah, I mean, this one thing that I always, whenever someone brings up cancel culture, I always talk about it, is there was an actor that was on The Flash on the CW show.
oh.
Yes.
my
And
goodness.
he got, someone dug deep into his Twitter history and found him. I don't remember what specifically he used, but it was like it was essentially racist.
Right.
And I didn't read this thing, so I can't say if he like used like inappropriate language or if it was just like, oh, I ran into this person. It was like a racist comment towards someone of color, but this was him like 5 years ago. Like it's
Yeah.
a 5-year-old thing. He was like a teenager. Obviously, when a lot of things happen when you're a teenager. Like
Yeah.
that's just
Oh, yeah.
because you're
Oh, yeah.
deciding what you believe in.
Exactly.
And
And you're
who you
building
are.
Who you are.
yourself.
Yeah,
Right.
and a lot of mistakes happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he got fired from the whole thing from it. And because there was people of color in The Flash. And then all these co-stars started coming on, and I can guarantee you they were told to do this.
Oh, yeah.
And being like, I thought I knew him and all this stuff. And it's just like, you did.
You did.
This
Exactly.
was 5 years ago when the kid was like 17. And I can't believe like that one tweet that he probably forgot about, that
Yeah.
probably not even like some just fan went in and found, like that ruined his whole career.
Yeah.
And I think that is like
Essentially.
where cancel culture is like, that's too far.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, because then like these people in the industry are like, well, we have to stand because if we don't, then everyone's gonna hate us. And it's like, that's not how it should work.
Right.
But sadly, that is what is happening nowadays, and can't.
Cancel culture is a powerful thing, but it's also a very toxic thing.
It is. It is very, very toxic. But
And that
it's,
is.
it's just like, these people kind of created that, and then that's where we are now, and then that's where, these 16-year-olds who became famous on TikTok are now
Oh
getting
my
canceled all the
Lord.
time. And it's just like this
I mean, yeah.
dramatic mess, and it's just like, oh my gosh.
Well, it's like social media has now gotten earlier and earlier and earlier for people. Like I was had social media when I was 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
21 now. I've been on it for 10 years. You cannot tell me the things I have an old Instagram account where I literally have, I don't know what they're called, but they're basically like Bitmojis back then.
Yes.
I was that kid that made them of other people.
I'm
Oh.
People I knew and people that I didn't
Yeah.
know. And I would post it on my Instagram. Like, people can easily find that account and just be like, oh, he was a creep.
Right.
But I wasn't. Like, I was just
That was just-
bored. Like,
Yeah.
it was a weekend, and I was like, what do I want to do? Oh, I'll do this. Oh, my bestie. I'm going to make my bestie. I sent that, and I posted
Yeah.
it, and I tagged him, and I did all that.
Yeah.
And it was like,
People
things-
can't tell me they didn't do that with Me's.
exactly.
When
Like,
the Wii came out and
oh,
stuff like that.
absolutely.
Yup.
Because I did it.
Yes. Like, and it's like
Okay,
things that
Greg,
you
you
do
messed
so
up.
long ago.
Wait, what?
Did you not make memes of people that you knew?
Oh, that I knew?
Yes.
Oh, I am so sorry. Yes, I did.
Okay, there we go.
Heck yeah.
He
Are
was
you
looking
kidding
at me like I was
I
crazy.
was very confused.
I still make memes about
All the time.
other people all the time.
Absolutely.
All the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, one of my dad's coworkers, I've never met him before in person, so my dad described him to me and I made a meme of him.
Oh, okay.
So that I could know what he looked like.
Oh, that's amazing.
And so I was like, but it's just, it's fun. It's also creative. Like people, everyone's, I mean, I'm sensitive, so I can't say much, but everyone is just so sensitive.
Yes.
And it's just because it's the fear of pleasing other people.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And don't get me wrong, there's definitely a way of being hey, this isn't cool. Can we can you bring this back up? Can you just be hey, I don't do this, I don't believe in it, this is not me anymore. And truthfully honest, if you have a big platform, you're gonna have to go through it. Everyone does.
Yeah.
And it's if you made a mistake so long ago and people are bringing it back up, just have a comment. Don't hide away from it. And also, if people don't want to follow you after that, you can't blame them. But also, those people need to look at it that they weren't the same person back then.
Yes.
I feel like people are not humanizing the people on social media anymore because social media has been so fake.
Yes.
But they're still people.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also think that brings up a great point of even if someone made a mistake because I'm people make mistakes every day.
Yes.
Every
Oh,
day.
yeah.
No one is perfect.
No one is perfect.
No one is perfect.
No one is perfect, but people make mistakes every day. And I think one of the lessons I've had to learn this year has been that stop investing in the people that are trying so hard to misunderstand you.
Oh, yeah.
And to misunderstand what you're saying.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of people take offensive things when you are just on your emotions.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to find solutions for your emotions. And if people aren't willing to see that, then why are you around them?
Honestly, they're just doing it to be doing it.
Yeah.
In all honesty, people just do it to do it.
Oh, people are out there 24/7 just commenting on other people's profiles just because they want to get the reaction.
They just want the reaction.
And also it's
Or
such
they
a
wanna
sad
feel
life.
better.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's so sad to have your life be culminated into the fact that you want to bully people that you don't
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
I've left hate comments before, but it was on things that they were completely in the wrong. I do it on if somebody just says an outlandish comment of a race or but I don't go out there and I'm you're a fucking asshole. I don't.
Go kill yourself.
Yeah, go die. You deserve to be rotting in a hole.
Nobody
No.
deserves that.
And even then, I don't even think I've left a true hate comment. I was just you're wrong. Or I'll see something on TikTok where somebody's just women only deserve to be in the house, and I'm you need help. I'm literally are you okay?
Yes. But it's just
Respectfully, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was this is a joke.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. I'm not gonna attack them. I'll be your
be
opinion's not
Yes.
good.
I
you need not to have
disagree
that.
with you.
But I'm not gonna be you deserve to be dead.
Yeah.
I would never.
You are less than me. I am better
Exactly.
than you. No.
So Izzy, just to wrap up our little interview, I have a few little to get to know you. What do people misunderstand about you the most?
Don't you dare laugh at me. I think a lot of people misunderstand me.
But where to begin?
Oh, well, thanks.
What is the one thing that you're I think people think this of me, but I'm really like this?
I think a lot of people think I am tougher than I'm appear.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tough exterior, but soft on the inside.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I suffer from high anxiety and depression, and I am a people pleaser, and so it takes a lot to actually get to know me and to be a really close friend of mine. Yeah. And so I think a lot of people misunderstand the reason I'm guarded.
Yep.
And the reason I am. They think it's because I'm maybe because I'm supposed to be quote unquote cool or cool macho. Oh, she thinks she's the best, and I'm no, it's because I'm trying to keep myself safe.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I think a lot of people misunderstand the way I come across, especially when they first meet me. A lot of people think I'm a bitch, but
Okay.
yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
It's true.
If
Isabelle?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Here, let me get the other
No, don't get near me.
She's like, get away from me. Get away.
Right, stop. Okay, great.
Goodness gracious.
I guess just like a last little thing. If you could go back, because like you're out of college, you are now like actually starting your career and it's starting to roll.
Yeah.
If you could go back to your 18-year-old self prior to all of this, prior to you having to not perform, what advice would you give yourself? It's such a basic question, but like everyone always has it. Like I'm 21 and I have advice for my 18-year-old self. I love to give myself. That is a
solid question.
Yeah.
Or like also to piggyback a little bit off of that, what would you give an 18-year-old who is wanting to get into this profession?
Okay.
Because that's where you were at the time.
Yes. I would say one advice I'd be like, trust what you want to do.
Okay.
And don't doubt, because I went to community college first because I didn't really see a career in theater as realistic. Do I now? No.
But it's like you're getting there.
But I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
Right.
And I think that's more important than making money. And so I would say that for sure for getting in the industry. Trust, like if you really want to do theater, you can, like it doesn't have to just be acting. There's so many sides to it. So be willing to explore. And then I think the next thing, I think the advice I would give to myself is the same thing I just said earlier, because I think it's something I could have learned then, because I had a lot of interesting drama-filled situations in community college, and I would say to myself to trust who you are as a person and don't worry and don't waste your time with people who choose so hard to misunderstand you. It is not worth it, and it's not worth the pain that I know that I have experienced. And I think that is one of the best things to learn early on in life.
Solid.
Okay, Izzy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
This
for
was such a
having
last
me.
minute guest thing,
It
but like I
was.
appreciate it so much that you took the time.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to be here.
You are most definitely welcome back to be on the pod.
Are you serious?
So much. She's technically our second guest.
But
Not after
I
the
know.
last episode? You kidding me?
Our 2 episodes ago, sir. You're forgetting we have
The last
one in
episode
between.
that she was on.
Yes.
yeah, no, I am. Kevin loves me. You don't have to.
That's fine. Johansson will love you when
Yes.
he actually gets to talk to you.
Yeah.
No.
Shout out to Jack, who can't be here
Yep.
for our 10th
R.I.P.
episode.
He's not dead, but
No, he's
dying, possibly.
Yeah, he's dying possibly.
survive.
Most thanks in part to Gavin,
Yeah.
for sure.
Pop off. I have antibiotics and steroids now, so hopefully I'll be better.
You're
Whoa.
thriving.
You're
Trying.
thriving and surviving.
But yes, okay, guys. I think this was a wonderful episode 10.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Izzy, for being on it.
Thank you.
But yeah.
Thank you.
Well, everyone, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for listening to us, and we'll see y'all later.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.